Yeah, you know how we do it. Just rocking, making things happen. Man, watched the game last night, the Miami Heat. I don't know, man. I think the Miami Heat they just make the playoffs to piss you off. Because they could be struggling, man. They could be damn near forgotten about. But when they get to the playoffs, man, it's like they all turn it on. And I don't know if I was upset more for Joel Embiid or was I just pissed off because Kelly Oubre played his ass off this season. But whatever. Shout out to them, man. Congrats to them dudes doing it. So we're going to go from college basketball to college football. Going to stay, well, no, we're going in a new conference, man. We're talking about the Big 12 and the Arizona Sun Devils. The Arizona Sun Devils, they got a new wide receiver coach. That's Mr. Hines Ward. Shout out to Hines Ward. Get that check, baby. We got some money on the show. Drop it. Yeah, I love it, man. Get your money, man. This story comes out of Football Scoop and Zach Barnett. Now, the two-time Super Bowl champion Hines Ward is joining the Arizona State coaching staff as a wide receiver coach. Ward is set to replace Rashad Samples, who left his post at Arizona State and to become the passing coordinator for the Oregon Ducks. So congratulations to them two brothers. Shout out to them. Yo, they keep rocking. Now, Ward has spent 2019 and 2020 as an offensive assistant for the New York Jets. In 2021, as Florida Atlantic's wide receiver coach, Ward also served as the short-lived Alliance of America Football's head coach and football development. He also worked most recently as the head coach of the XFL San Antonio Brahmas, but was not retained as part of the XFL-USFL merger. I like it. I can't hate it. I like it. You know, the big break, he needed to have an impact on the game. It's a solid hire, and that's all you can ask for at the end of the day. So what does the schedule look like for the Arizona State Devils? Now, you know the Pac-12 is no more. Because the Pac-12 is no more, they had to go ahead and join another conference. So it looks like they joined the Big 12. And so we'll go through the landscape of who they play and what the season will look like. This is Big Vern at App Stupid. Roll a clip because we're talking about another 20 from an unofficial sponsor of the show. Taco Bell, Live Moss. Taco Bell, Live Moss. Download the app, order online, or visit the good people at your local Taco Bell. Try the new Cantina Chicken menu, or build your own cravings box for $8.99. Or try any meal for $4 online, only $20, where you get 2 Crunchwrap Supremes, 2 chicken quesadillas, 4 soft tacos, and 2 chips and nacho cheese sauce. That's a lot of food. Jesus. So many options, so many choices. Taco Bell, Live Moss. So when we left off, we were talking about Arizona State and the schedule coming up. Wyoming, August the 31st. Mississippi State, September the 7th. Texas State, September the 12th. Texas Tech, September the 21st. Kansas, October the 5th, Utah, October the 11th, Cincinnati, the Queen City, 10-19, Oklahoma State, 11-12, USF, November the 9th, Kansas State, November the 16th, BYU, 11-23, and then the season finale is against the in-state rivals, the Arizona Wildcats, and that's November 30th. Now, the world's worst, it ain't the world's worst schedule, but it damn sure ain't playoff football worthy. No real big conference, no real big out of conference opponent on the schedule. Mississippi State, that's about it. But again, I get it. You can only beat the teams that they put in front of you. Everything else is out of your hands. Now, 24/7 has them ranked 43rd overall in a recruiting class of 2024. They have 18 signed letters of intent. That's great. 2 hard commits. You got to kind of get them on paper. And then 23 transfers. Some names that stood out to me: defensive lineman Jeffrey Clark from U of L. That was a 10-win team last year that played in a conference championship. Then you have cornerback Cole Martin from Oregon. Then you got linebacker Keyshawn Elliott from New Mexico State. Safety Kamari Wilson from Florida. The running back Raleek Brown from USC. Quarterback Sam Levitt from Michigan State. And then you have the tight end Marquez Douglas, and he was from FSU. And that was a conference winner and a 10-win team as well. And you got the tight end from those games. You got the defensive lineman from Louisville, and then you got the tight end from Florida State. And they both played in the championship game in the ACC. So you can quickly see that they have a transfer portal presence, but they also have a good system as well of going after kids and getting kids to come to Arizona State. A lot of these guys, again, coming off those 10-win teams, and is it a dream situation? I don't know. You get pieces from the Mountain West, you got pieces from the ACC, pieces in the SEC and the Big Ten, but who's on the coaching staff? Because that's how you can really gauge where everything's going to be. You can gauge what you're going to see out there on the field, because you can have all the 5-star talent in the world and you can't do anything as far as score. You can't move the ball. This is not enjoyable to watch. Then your fan base starts calling for the coaches to be fired. So who's actually on the coaching staff? Head coach Kenny Dillingham. He's a Valley native, raised in Scottsdale, and a 2013 Arizona State graduate. Dillingham returns home. He's heralded as that prodigal son, the innovative offensive minds in college football. That's what they have him regarded as, with the most promising young coordinators in FBS history. I don't know. I think that's fluff. It remains to be seen, because they had a chance to play in the Big Ten when that offer was on the table, and they turned the Big Ten down. Didn't go in the Mountain West, or they didn't go out there. They pretty much sank to the bottom of the barrel and took the Big 12. And the Big 12 was only propped up by Oklahoma and Texas, and now they're in the SEC. So I'm not dogging, Dillingham. I'm just sitting here saying I understand you didn't want to jump out the gate and take the hardest road just to see how it you'll like later on in the year, because that's not how college football works. Because if the Tom Izzo approach would get you fired in college football. It's only celebrated in basketball because it's neat. Then you've got your offensive coordinator, Marcus Arroyo. Arroyo, he brings 2 decades of coaching experience to the Valley, most recently leading the Rebels from 2020 to 2022, serving as the offensive coordinator at Oregon. This will mark the 7th time in Arroyo's career to serve as the lead or co-offensive coordinator with the program. So there's another guy who from the area. He's seen how things work in Oregon. You combine him with Dillingham's promise, and this could turn into something explosive. And then again, you've got Hines Ward as the wide receivers coach. So these kids, not only will they be tough and gritty, but they'll learn how to play through contact. I like everything about this hire so far. Defensive coordinator Brian Ward, he's from Glendale, Arizona. He led one of the elite defenses in the Pac-12 this past season, as the Cougars were third in the league and 33rd in FBS, and allowing just 22.4 points a game, tied for sixth best total in program history, and the lowest since a low since a 19.7 mark in 2003. Just a solid coaching staff full of Arizona guys at the helm. And if you're a homer, you're excited to see this program steered in the right direction. Not bad for a Big 12 debut. I like it. How do you feel about it? Arizona Sun Devils, stand up. Let your boy know. This is Big Vern. We'll be back. We got more.